Good morning. Our math target says I can identify three-dimensional solids and describe their attributes using formal geometric language. So we know what a 2D shape is, right? A 2D shape is a flat shape. Now we need to look at what a 3D shape is. 3D shapes have faces, like what this is pointing to here. It's a flat surface, a vertex, like the vertices or the corners, and edges, which are where the faces meet or the vertices come together. So we have many different 3D shapes. Here you can see the different types of shapes and examples of where you might see them in real life. Let's go ahead and watch this video together. Oops, I gotta get sound working. Okay.
Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone.
They're all 3D shapes.
There are many places to find a sphere, like if a tennis ball happens to roll near. You can shoot a sphere playing basketball, and you see one in the sky when the moonlight falls. Planets are spheres, whether red or blue. The bearings and machines are tiny spheres too. Marbles are spheres that roll around. Spheres are exercise balls that bounce up and down. Spheres are shapes that are perfectly round, like balls that tend to roll along the ground.
Let's go.
Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. All 3D shapes.
3D shapes.
One kitchen cylinder is a soup can. They look the same from New York to Japan. Pens can be cylinders we use every day. Power poles are cylinders that bring power our way. Toilet paper rolls are cylinders too, if the missing bases are added by you. Some jars might be cylinders as well. When it comes to straws, it can be hard to tell. Cylinders have two circular bases that are congruent parallel faces.
Let's go.
Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. All 3D shapes.
3D shapes.
The Egyptian pyramids stand very tall. Closed umbrellas look like pyramids before rainfall. Trees can look like pyramids touching the sky. A pyramid block of cheese, give it a try. Some house rooftops are pyramids too, and some perfume bottles with scents that are new. Pyramid-shaped paperweights on a desk, looking their best as they stand so picturesque. With the base and apex and faces, pyramids are found in the most wondrous places.
Let's go.
Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. All 3D shapes.
3D shapes.
If you roll dice, then you roll cubes. Iron crystal cubes can be grown in tubes. Blocks are cubes. Much of the time, clocks can be cubes, making hourly chimes. A box in the mail might be a cube shape. Ice cubes can cool your ice cream shake. Some cube containers store food in the fridge, and some concrete cubes can hold up a bridge. Faces of a cube are all a square, so we can spot them almost anywhere.
Let's go.
Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. All 3D shapes.
3D shapes.
Waffle cones can hold vanilla ice cream. Hot sandwiches are cones that might make you scream. Orange cones can show dangers in the road. Teepees are cones that make a great abode. Castle turrets are cones to watch outside. A flashlight cone of light is a great night guide. Cone-shaped cups may hold something to eat. Some shoes look like cones when they're on your feet. With a circular base and a pointy vertex, cones are always a favorite 3D object.
Let's go.
Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. Singing through the microphone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube, cone. All 3D shapes.
3D shapes.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and look at some together. Remember, we call this a sphere. Okay, it's round like a ball. Sometimes we see things like soccer balls or basketballs, and they are round. That is called a sphere. Here we have a cylinder, okay? Has a face, another face, and it is round. Well, okay. We have a face, face, and face, and then we have some vertex, okay, and some edges here. This is a pyramid. Let's look at this here. Okay, so remember we saw the triangular pyramid right here. Okay. And then we have a triangular prism. This is what a triangular prism looks like, okay? Looks like it has a rectangle on the bottom, but these two faces have triangles, okay? And then it has these sides. And a rectangular prism, 1, 2, 3, 4 faces that are rectangles and 2 faces that are squares. Now we have a cube with 6 square faces. This has 8 vertices and 12 edges. A cone has 2 faces, one right here and one that wraps around it. 1 vertice, 1 edge. Okay. And then let's see, I already showed you the cylinder. This has 1, 2, 3 faces, 0 vertex, and 2 edges. Okay. Go ahead and find your seesaw assignment, and I will see you tomorrow.